Hello everyone, this is Dionsol. How you guys doing? Happy 4th of July for all of us here who are celebrating 4th of July, and for those of you who are not celebrating 4th of July, not a big deal. I'm sure you can find a reason to party because there's nothing wrong with partying as long as you do it responsibly. That is our PSA for today. Isn't that a piece of crap? Oh well. Anyway, how you guys doing? Today we are in. We whip that utility monitor back out. We are in Oklahoma City. And the reason why we are in Oklahoma City is because I had a gentleman at on one of my videos. He asked me, which is Mr. David Davis, and he asked me. He said that, hey, I would be kind of curious to know what the northeast corner or northeast area of Oklahoma City is because that was my stomping grounds back in the day, and you can see his texts that we're rapping back and forth with right there. And so I decided to take him up on the challenge and just go ahead and go to Oklahoma City and fly around and show him Oklahoma City with X-Plane with most of the detail turned on. I have backed off the shadows, but other than that, everything else is pretty much max. Matter of fact, I'll just nip that in the butt right now. Here is what my settings are right now. And as you can see, I did turn down on the cars, and I did turn down on the shadows where it's just global low. Everything else, this is not an extreme. The texture is at extreme because when I do that, it's not playable. So even with this is, as you can tell what this is. This is a 980 Ti. So I mean, this is no pushover video card. This is a nice video card. It better be. I spent $699 for it when it came out, or not when it came out, but when last Christmas when I got it for Christmas. So at any rate, those are my settings right there for you, and then whip out over here real quick on the SkyMax Pro. And the other reason why I'm doing this is for users who are getting into. I notice a couple of people on one of my that are getting into X-Plane or have had it and just poo-pooed it off, and now that they're seeing some of the buzz about 10.5, they're getting into it, and so this is to help them out to kind of get up to speed on what's going on. Here's my settings for my 9800 Ti, and obviously your mileage will definitely vary. I did crank down the shadow intensity to 20.25% instead of the zero point 0.5 out of the box. Everything else is out of the box except for the sparse particles. I put that on. Good idea, bad idea, I don't know. I did pump the area up to, I think it was like 5,000 to 20,000, just to get, because you can go all the way up to 40,000 now, and basically you can see I still got a lot of memory left. I mean, I got a 6 gigabyte, this video card is 6 gigabytes, so I got plenty of memory still left over. So, and that's the reason why I got X-Plane in the first place, because I wanted to be able to take advantage of all of the resources that my rig has to offer, instead of the other platforms, flight simulation platforms that limit you to 2 gigabytes. And I want it all, and I want it now. Sounds like a Queen song, doesn't it? Anyway, and then lastly, in the real world connector, definitely these two right here, right off the bat. I mean, just you guys need to get them. If you're going to fly X-Plane and you're going to enjoy X-Plane and it's going to be your primary flight simulation platform, it's an automatic. It's a no-brainer. I mean, getting SkyMax Pro and getting Real World Connector. It just makes the weather so much better in the context of the cloud drawing and all that sort of thing. I've been really impressed, and I'm using the stock one instead of the NOAA one. For now, I just wanted the less plugins I have. You can see I got plenty of plugins as it is already, and so the less plugins I have, the better. And that just makes sense logically. The less things the computer has to do, the more performance you get out of it. It's that simple. So anyway, we are currently in the Challenger, and the reason why we got in the Challenger is because the Challenger is $15 at xplane.org, which today, the 4th of July, is the last day of the sale. Whether they'll do it again or not, who knows? Most of us know that they do have this particular aircraft always goes on sale from time to time for $19.95 compared to the $30 that it's normally when it's not on sale. It's definitely worth a $30 aircraft. I'll tell you that right now. In my personal opinion, it's definitely worth it. I highly recommend, especially if you guys see this video as soon as I get this thing posted, which is as quickly as possible, before the day's out. I will get this out, and even if the sale goes off, even at $19 that they normally when it goes on sale, is just worth it. The quality of the aircraft is superb in my opinion. It's got my San Diego Chargers color because I'm a San Diego Charger fan, and for those of you who don't know, that's American football team in San Diego, my hometown. Even though I don't live in San Diego for some time, but still, it's my hometown. It's where I grew up. San Diego is, and it's got the San Diego Charger colors. And matter of fact, I just for fun, I will show you guys real quick on the animation screen here. But we'll go ahead and close it up here and simulate that we got all the cargo and stuff in there, and then we'll go ahead and close the door. And as you can see, I put the San Diego Charger Shield Charger logo on there. Got to do it because what this paint scheme reminded me of. So of course I had to throw that on there. So we're good to go here. We'll go back inside here, and to save some time in this video, what I'm going to do is instead of going around like I did in a previous video, I'm going to go ahead and do the you can go around here and you click on all the different things and click on the checks and all these other things. And so to save time, we're just going to do a fast pre-flight and then just get rid of them all in one shot, the talks and everything else, just to save time. So we're good to go there. That's done. And then I'll go back in here, and then we'll go to fast start. The reason why I'm doing fast start, again, I don't know why fast start doesn't increase the put the emergency brake up. But like I said, this is really a nice aircraft, and it's ready to start. As you can see, it just tried to do the start, and the reason why it's not starting is because you got to click on the GPU or APU, sorry, APU bleed, and as soon as it does that, it'll start right up, and it's going to go through a startup process. Well, why it's going through a startup process right now? The reason why, another reason why Dave Davis caught my eye is because I found out that this airport that we are currently at is his making. This is in Gateway right now, and when you download X-Plane 10.5B, you are getting his airplane. He took the time to put in the buildings and put in from a barren airport to what you can see it is right now. So definitely props to David Davis to take the time to put all this in. This is awesome. Users like that, it's that's epic. It just makes it so us as flight simulation enthusiasts, we have the opportunity to see their handiwork in sim, and now it'll probably be there forever until somebody modifies it and updates it. But still, hey, this is awesome. So at any rate, so that get that out of the way there, and again, I greatly appreciate David Ford doing that, because that's just all around cool. And because of that, that's why we are here, is because I'm going to take off and go northeast, and we're going to go fly and see what northeast looks like with all the nearly all the eye candy on. The only caveat to this aircraft I have not figured out yet, switching gears a second, is I have not been able to figure out how to I'm sorry, train of thought here. I'm trying to turn off the APU. Why this doesn't come on before before you do the auto start thing. This thing right here should come on. I have to manually do it, which is fine. I don't really care. It gives me something to do. But it's amazing that that doesn't come into play. But and then lastly, the only other thing is, see right now you see that the transponder's off. And so I'm sitting here looking through all this trying to find a transponder, and I can't find it. I mean, I have a workaround solution. I have, what you guys can't see, is I have XHIS, which is basically a product that you can get off of xplane.org that you can basically have the same information you have right here in a laptop or whatever, and that's how I gotten around the problem, is by having it. So, and two, to be honest with you guys, I haven't read the instructions on this airplane. I do like what most everybody does. You get in the airplane, both feet, and then you just fly. You just go and learn as you go, because it's a simulation for one, and two, it's you retain the information. At least I can only speak for myself, really, to be honest with you. I retain information by doing, not by sitting there reading a book or a wall of text or whatever. It's, it's interaction. Talk to me. I'll retain that better than I would if trying to read a book. So, the reason so I just get in and go. So anyway, we're all good to go there. The only thing that's stopping us from moving right now, I believe, is the brakes. And matter of fact, I guess I better do it before I get ahead of myself here. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with ATIS.
Information Kilo 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 210 at 10. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 2200 scattered.
Runway 17.
Broken.
So we just got to go.
Broken.
Okay.
Temperature 2.22. Altimeter 2993.
So we got to stay under 2200 for eye candy, which we're going to be at 1500 feet anyway. AGL, so that's fine. Hopefully. I think that's MSL is what this is, and AGL is where we're going to be 50,000, 1500 feet. So we'll work it out. We'll work it out. All right, so we'll get rid of that, and we'll go ahead and release the brake. No ATC, obviously. Doing videos, I found having ATC ends up, yes, the immersion factor goes up when you're flying solo, but when you're trying to do videos, it's kind of in the way. And it looks like we're gonna go into dirt. Maybe not. No, we're gonna clear it. Ooh, we did a spin around without having to go into dirt. Okay, runway 17. So 117 left, 117 light. Well, 117 left is over that way, and 17 right is right here. So we'll just go down that one. And just for your guys, is while we're getting set up here, go ahead and go over here to utility monitor, hop on over to here's what the airport looks like in Google, and we're going to be coming around like this, and then we're going to come around like this. I always go left and then come around and then go like that and head north. That's my plan. So that's the idea. And one caveat is to this right here. What's really cool is this thing right here, which is, as you can see, Oklahoma City Community College. X-plane didn't draw. You'll see it here when we fly by it, if I'm not going too fast. You won't see these buildings like this, but X-plane did draw the road, and they just replaced all this with houses, and you'll see it here in a minute, which I thought was kind of cool. Kind of an X-plane, it kind of looks like a frown, and instead of a smiley face, a frown face is what it looks like on X-plane, and you'll see that here in a minute. So we put some flaps in right here, put our pitch up a little bit. I'm gonna put it about 2, I think, is what I can get away with, and I'll get to 2. I'll get back in the center, and then we'll just go for it. Another thing too is if you get it over a certain throttle, you'll hear it. Hear it?
Configuration.
They want me at 89%, so you go up to 90%, it freaks out. So, which is kind of cool. I learned that by trial and error. And we'll let the airplane. I'll kick the power back because we don't need to be going to the stars. And I'll spin us on around here. Because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us set up where I'm gonna put us at 1,500 feet. Gives a little bit more power because we're starting to lose it a little bit. They can see some of it right now, but we're south. We're not where David wanted to see. So that's. And I'm going to let the autopilot take control, because if I try to fly and do it, it just doesn't work out very well. Then heading wise, that was we're going to go 3-5. So. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sync up. There, let it sync up there. I'll let it control the descent down to 1,500 feet. And then I'm going to turn the speed to 100. This looks like we're going to crash. Oh no. I think we just missed our... we'll go to 160 knots. Okay, that's on. And then we'll let it get down to 1,500 feet. Actually, you know what? Let's go 2,000. Yeah. Yes. There. Okay, so there we go. In actuality, let's step outside, because we're already at the point where David wanted to see, I think. Because there's this, yeah, this is the northeast. And I'll zoom back out so you can get a little bit better view. So David, this is what we got going on here. And heading. Slow us down to 160 knots. And you can look at your stopping ground. It's still going to be kind of fast at 160 knots. I'll turn this to heading 040, and there's one of the airports there. I'm trying to get other things situated. I'll zoom in on my follow me map. Okay, this is the 40 and the 35 highway. Yeah. And then you can see the terrain and stuff. There's 35, I guess, and 40 right there. So I guess a 35 is going into downtown, I guess. And this is the northeast side that he said that this is his stomping grounds. And we'll do another pass around the airport because we missed the college, and I want to show the college off when I was trying to set everything up. And we're rapidly going to run out of it's highway 30, 45, or 35, 40 is that right there. It still hiccups a little bit, as you can see. It's kind of jittering as I go along. It's just the way it is. I mean, it's just. I mean, I could turn the shadows completely off. I guess that would help. And now we're coming up to the 35, and I'm gonna turn to the left about 350 degrees. Still quite impressive. Very, very impressive. And because we're so low, I'm going to steer clear. As you can see right here, we've got those either television towers or radio towers. And in Texas, when I lived in Texas for 6 years, and then we're coming up on the airport, we're coming up on 12 OK. That's what that is. 12 OK. I like it. So I think that's kind of cool. It's in California. We got CA everywhere, so which just makes sense. And then that right there would be Highway 44 and the 35, which is what this is right here representing. We'll go around the towers. I don't know, we're at 2,000 feet, so those are pretty darn high towers, or radio towers for it's skipping because it's doing all the loading of the clouds and stuff. But hopefully this will satisfy David's curiosity. I know I went by real fast. I'll probably do it again. I'll probably go slower. But still, that's kind of cool. Oklahoma City, the land of towers. And there's Highway 44, I guess. That's what that is right there. So we'll make ourselves a turn. Turn to 290. And I don't know, this would be Edmond. That's what this is. Edmond. And to be able to loop back, I think I'm going to do a zigzag pattern is what I'll do. And it doesn't really say on my follow me map what this is right here. I don't know if this is part of Edmond or not. And that's Lake Overholster, I guess Hoser. I'm butcher that name to death. All right, fine. But still, X-Plane is quite impressive. Here you have a smaller town, and it still represents pretty well. You know, not a major city, not a New York or Boston or whatever, which I need to do. I need to go to Boston, and I need to go to San Francisco and things like that. Haven't done that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and knock us down to 180. Heading 180, that is. And I apologize, I'm going pretty fast on this, but like I said, I had to fly my new shiny. I mean, I paid a whole $15 for a $30 aircraft, so I had to use it. And there's no way I'd be giving you any of this if I was trying to hand fly this. What I should have done is but it was too noisy, but I should have brought my my Twin Otter float plane. I could have landed here in the water. I wonder if you can legally land. See how the frame rates immediately jumped when it's over water? See how smooth that is right now? And then once we get back towards the land here, you're going to see the frame rates start going back down again. Also, it is kind of in my room here right now, and warm in here because I'm keeping the door closed. I normally have a fan going and I blow the air out into the hallway, so then that way the air conditioner will come on. But my granddaughter is awake right now, and she'd be coming here wanting me to pay attention to her, so that kind of prohibits me doing any kind of videos. Love her to pieces, but some things you just want to do and you can't do them when you have family bugging you. So yeah, I might just take the the shadows completely out because I'm on low right now, trying to get better frames. And it doesn't give me what the community is right here. Bethany was kind of over that way. But the freeways and stuff, freaking awesome. And the reason why I turned where I did is because I wanted to avoid those towers over there. And that's what explained if you watch the video that circulated around on YouTube about what explain or what Laminar is aiming for, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the buildings installed, get the height in there, so it's obstacles that you have to worry about like you do in the real world, and that's good. That's the way it should be. There's the 44 right there. Again, because like I said, I'm doing a zigzag pattern around Oklahoma City, trying to cover as much of the city as possible when I can. Next time I'll, if Dave Davis happens to come on, I did, if he ever goes over, I did create a Discord channel, and then he could, if I ever do this again or do something like that, he could sit there and come in, and I could just sit there and point around, and he could basically just do a commentary of the area. That'd be for another time. No big deal. Bring the community involved. Get the community involved, and just everybody work together. And we're back on the northeast where he was wanting to see. See this little lake right here? I have no idea what that is, and my follow me map doesn't even depict it. And when I go over here to Google Maps, by the time I try to figure out what it is, we will have passed it, so I'm not even going to try. Okay, I'm going to rotate back down to 90 degrees. Or, I'm sorry, 120 degrees, or 180 degrees south. And this would be part of the north east stomping grounds that he was referring to, that David was referring to. And I think right now would be a good time to turn, so then that way we'll turn to 270. Yeah, there's just no way that I'd be able to flip back and forth between here, and here, fast enough to be able to say, to be in line. The only way I could do it is actually have Plan G in aeronautical one, and then actually have that as my map instead, which I should have done, but I don't know if the frame rates keep up, because I'm trying to keep as much sim, have as much power as possible. this is the northeast side as he was referring to. I think these trees are a little bit higher than what they should be. I think the trees need to be tweaked a little bit. But hey, that's small. That's no big deal. And see, there's nothing drawn in here, and I have no idea what's right here. There's a cell tower right there we're passing. That was drawn in. I'll go to a little ways out. Actually, we're heading right towards the lake again. Okay, we're going to do something I've never done before, and that is pause. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to settings, render, and I'm going to turn this down just to 3D on the 3D cockpit itself. And then we'll let it draw, let it do its thing, and let's see if we can get some frame rates up that way. Sacrificing my my shadows in the world, which is kind of a bummer, you know. I like shadows. But if they ever do Vulkan or something like that, you know, introduce Vulkan part of OpenGL, or like I said in a previous video, I think that's a replacement of OpenGL. It's called Vulkan. If they intertwine that into it, that would be nice. So let's try this. Sorry for the pause. And then I'll unpause it and see if that does anything. If it doesn't, we'll let it go, because I'm not going to sit there and waste you guys' time on this already. I appreciate you guys watching anyway. And do give us a subscribe and a like. I don't say that enough in my videos, because I don't try to push it, you know. I just try to kind of like, yeah, if you guys like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Just, it is what it is, you know. Okay, so that we still have the shadows light from the SkyMax Pro, which is fine. Okay, so now let's see if that improves by getting rid of the shadows when it gets settled down. At the moment, I don't see any change. Looks the same. And this is Highway 44 again. Yeah, Highway 44 again. On a Monday. I wonder if somebody made a mod that you could shoot fireworks up on 4th of July. That'd be kind of cool. Or if Laminar could, you know, people's events, special events and stuff, you know, across the world, globally, not just the United States. You know, every country, you know, that celebrates something that shoots off fireworks. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of flying along, and all of a sudden you're flying in a certain area, like so-and-so's Independence or whatever, and then you got these fireworks going on. It'll probably give you pause, kind of like, well, why is that going on like that? And then you sit there and you go on the internet, and it's like, oh, well, I'm flying this area, and there's an event or something going on that's special, you know, something like that. That'd be kind of cool. An algorithm in place in X-Plane to do that. Something like a side project or something. Okay, we're coming back to Lake something. I don't know what lake this is. Or a reservoir. So I'll go ahead and spin it around. Back down to 190. Or I'm sorry, 180. I think I'm getting a little bit better frame rates that I turned off the shadows. But now you're starting to look like a a typical simulator as opposed to something special, because you're taking away some of the things that's supposed to make it real. And once I get past here, I'll make a turn, because I want to fly right through downtown. And we are going to do that. Where are we at? We're at the tail end of actually, that's Interstate 40 right there. And then that major street right there is actually West Reno Avenue. Okay. See, in Texas, we would call these tanks. Water tanks. We're actually going to fly right over the airport, aren't we? I don't really want to do that. Alright, so I'm going to adjust my heading a little bit. Guess it doesn't really matter, but... especially this one right here. This one definitely looks like a tank. Where all the cows go and get water. Excuse me. And... I was looking to see all these buildings right here. I was looking to see if that was shopping or something. Sam's Club, so yeah, I guess that would be shopping if I'm at the right spot. And we'll go ahead and get back in parallel. Now the waterway that you guys have right here, I don't know what that waterway is called. Oklahoma River. That's what it says. Okay. See, I'm learning something new every day. You know, you never stop learning. You know, Oklahoma River is running right here. So, cool. Of course, when that picture's taken, it's kind of all muddy and dirty looking, as opposed to simulation where it's all pretty blue. Go figure. And we're going to quickly zip by downtown. I'll spin the camera. To my right here in a second. Just want to show you the representation of downtown Oklahoma City. And then spin it around. Oh, there's a cell tower right there. And I'll spin it around, and this thing right here, whatever this is. And then a train depot. And there you go. Alright, and then what we'll do, because I wanted to see the college, because I thought that was the highlight of this area. I thought, to me, was the Oklahoma City College, the way the structure of the roads and stuff were. I thought that was kind of neat. So I definitely want to show that. So we'll turn this down, we'll turn it around, hit 190, or I want to say 190, 180 again. I'm stuck on 190 for some reason. Yeah, the frames didn't really change all that much. Me switching from just... it's other things that are slowing it down. Okay, I didn't notice those over there, so we're gonna go check that out. Those little smokestacks or whatever that is, or more towers over there or something. Flip it on over to 270. See, right there was good. Briefly until I moved the mouse. Now we're zipping down. I don't know what we're zipping down. Is that 240? No, I don't think it was 240, was it? Just 2 cell towers. Or microwave towers, I should say. George of the jungle. Watch out for those cell towers. Bunch of buildings right there. Now we're getting out of his area he wanted to take a peek at. And lastly, I want to do is... Okay, now we're coming up to Highway 44. Interstate... Yeah, that is. And we'll go 190. 180. Still stuck on 190. I'm WTF, man. What's up with that? Why am I stuck with 190? Clouds. Clouds, clouds, clouds. Fly by the airport. Kind of a little farther away than I wanted to be. I want to get to college. I thought that was kind of cool. I gotta get in line for it. And there it is right there. So what I gotta do is I gotta pause. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause it before we lose it, because there it is right there. Boom. Pause it, break out of the aircraft, and then I'll hand fly over there real quick. But here's the college. Which is kind of cool. How X-planes sit there and they made. It looks like like I said, a frown face. It goes like this. You got this circle, and you got the frown, I guess you could say. Now we'll go over here to, here in just a second here. Let me get it set up. Matter of fact, I think if I can rotate it a little bit, and then go to 3D view, and then zoom in. We're not exactly at the same angle. Well, we're close. See, what if it let me rotate? No, it won't. It just does it. It's full east, west, north, south. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's what it looks like in the X-plane, and then we flip it over to the real world, and that's what it looks like in the real world. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I thought that was a highlight of for me in the Oklahoma City was that. I thought that was pretty neato. That it actually drew all the roads and everything. I thought that was pretty neat. Now if they can step up their game, and actually put in the buildings that looks like right there, that would be even better. But hey, you know, one baby steps at a time. You know, take what we can get when we can get it. So very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. So David Davis, good call. Good call, my friend. Good call. Very, very good call. So let me get back into the sim here. And then you guys get to see me land. Maybe. Let's see, we're right by 1.7, right? So, or 1.7, correct. So let me unpause. It's nice and quiet in here. See, by showing you guys out the viewport like this, that kind of sucks. Just, you guys are not seeing nothing. So let me go to... yeah, I need to go out for a while. Actually, I'm too close to the airport to make my turn. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go back to 90. Go back to 90 and go out a little ways. Get some distance between me and the airport, and then I'll come around and land. And then I'll end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, because it's really, really cool. I mean, it's just, what can you say? You know, I've been saying it for the last 3 videos of how, the last 3 videos I've done has been looking at all the eye candy. It's really just energized me to, it was kind of like an explain. I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is cool, and I'll go back and play my World of Warcraft for a while and play with my wife and have some good times and stuff like that, and just kind of enjoy myself. But then when 10.5 came out, then it's just kind of like, you know, just all this, ooh, let's go see what this is. And that's what I'm looking for in a simulator anyway, is to go to places and see things that as close to real as you can that you're not going to do in the real life. You're not going to have time to, you know, I've only passed through Oklahoma City maybe once in my lifetime. I just never had a need to go by, you know, so far. You know, of course I'm 50 years old and there's still time. So you never know, I might go there someday. Heck, maybe I might be able to get myself an airplane one day and just actually fly there and fly over there and that sort of thing. So who knows? So at any rate, so let me get some distance between us and Oklahoma City International, and then I'll land at runway 17 right. And we'll be doing that here in a second. And while we're doing that, I can at least give you a quick tour of the airplane real quick. I'll make sure everything is, which is kind of cool. I mean, get in here and you can fold this up like this, so you can have a separator between you and your passengers. I thought that was kind of cool. And it's not automatic; it's you control it. So I thought that was pretty neat. Obviously the lights are on or whatever. This is the stairs, which is not accessible. None of these work. You know, you can't open the drawers, and you can't open this up and get your cup of coffee or anything like that. You just have to pretend, I guess. We do have music. If you, I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, so like I said, got music in this thing. Heck, I'm sure you can put a WAV file in there and create your own music. You can open these up. I'm too close, I can't do it. Let me get back here. See? And then you can close that up, which is really cool. And each one of these you can hand close, which I thought was very, very nice touch. Very cool. I don't know if you can mess with the lights. No, you can't mess with the lights. Seats 8 people. You know, 2. I see. There's 4 right there. There's 8 right there. So then you got your pilot and your co-pilot. $15, man. 15 bucks. This is what you're getting for 15 bucks. Just why the sale lasts anyway. I'll close the door real quick. And I'll click right here. Well, wait a minute. I guess I got to be in the right spot. Now there's the hitbox. Close that up. Open that up. Now you're in the potty. With privacy, you can close that up like that. Do your business. I guess you could have a passenger sit right here if they really wanted to. Don't know about that, but hey, whatever. And you got your flushing controls and stuff. They don't work, but that'd be kind of cool. And then of course this right here is your baggage. That one door that you saw open, that's what this is. I don't want to do it because we're in flight, but yeah, you could hit the button right there. So yeah, $15, man. It's kind of hard to say this is a piece of crap for $15. I don't think so. See, I do have another little thing right here somewhere. I don't know what this does. Unless that's the hitbox for this, possibly. Well, let me get back in the airplane because we're far enough away now where I can turn us. Actually, I need to do a hard turn. Do a hard turn to right into the airport. I didn't like it. Alright, fine. I'll do it myself. Of course, now you're going to see this thing go all kinds of craziness because now I'm in control. My lines were all perfect in my because I have the breadcrumbs on Plan G going, and my lines are all nice and perfect. Now that I get it, it's all squiggly wiggly, going all over the place. Power's changing. Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, see, how about that? Then I will at least could set up the ILS, but I don't know if it's going to catch it or not. No, it didn't catch it. It's alright. I got no passengers anyway, so we're good. And we're going way too fast. And you can see now with all the... That's one thing I don't like about the SideTech, some of my SideTech products. The nose wheel trim, I have that, and it just, it'll, you know, if you have it on autopilot and you come off autopilot, then boom, it just races up to whatever the autopilot setting was. And it's really, really annoying. Turn off my auto throttle. This whole time I've been having my lights on. Yay. Yay me, I forgot to turn off my lights. Oh, safety, right? That's what it's all about, safety. I need to practice my landings anyway, because my landings suck big time. My angle of attack is minus 3-1. Should be getting the noise here in a minute. Pull up, terrain, pull up.
Minimums.
Oh, I got that.
500. Sync rate. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Sure does take a long time to spool up to reverse. I missed it. Going too fast. I'll just let it go. You know, I'd probably get better frames if I stopped the computer or stopped the sim and then restarted it with it. Then I probably would have got better frames. But still, it's just like kind of bummer because you know you don't see the like this light right here. You would be seeing shadows right now as I'm coming in here, and that's what I want to see. So now if it would turn on and off the shadows, like when you're landing or whatever, then the shadows would automatically come on. That would be kind of a neat feature. Then that way you, because this is where you'd want to see the shadows and you want to see all the ground eye candies when you're down here, you know, on the ground, for the realism factor, that kind of thing. But that, you know, each one's preference, you know, everyone has their own preferences. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. You'd be seeing shadows right now of, well, the clouds. If the clouds are in the way, then you wouldn't. But that'd be kind of nice. That'd be a nice feature. When you're in the air, no shadows, because really, you know, I was talking to a gentleman, Tony. I don't know his handle, but Tony's his name, and he was telling me that, you know, he doesn't care about shadows, and I agree with him. You don't care about shadows when you're in the air as much as you are when you get in the ground, because in the ground is when you want to see all the ground eye candy. In the shadows would do that for you. Now, I don't know. I think I'm out of position. This is all. So now you get a ground view tour of. I think I'm supposed to be on the other side. Well, I could go down here and show you guys and. Seeing the parking structure and everything. That's pretty neat. But $15. Look at, listen, hear the sound of the wheels and stuff. That's just awesome. I'll go ahead and just go over there. Why not? So you got to shut around the aircraft, you got to shut around those airplanes, but everything else you don't. So I just missed our parking stall. Spin it around here. I also didn't turn off my lights. Need to add a marshaller. Marshallers would be nice. Take advantage of autogate. So David, if you see this video, hopefully you do, because I did it for you, that you have a marshaller right here. And then that'd be kind of nice. Now, granted, this particular aircraft, you don't want to be putting, you know, you don't need it. You don't need the need that stuff, but still, it'd be kind of nice. All right, shutdown procedure as follows. Brakes are on. Fastest way to, let's make sure that the, well, we'll just turn on the GPU once I turn off the power. Actually, I can turn on GPU now because it automatically switches. And then engine down, engine down. Simple as that. That's it there. We'll let the, if I had passengers, which I don't, but if I did, I would have that down. What's kind of cool is a bleed over from my sound pack, the X Aviation X Sound Max. You can hear it. Well, hopefully you can. But I can, through my headphones, I can hear it. When you turn on that, when you put down the window. And then, or not window, I'm sorry, the stairs. And then I'll go ahead and hit the start again thing. So then that way, it will put all the tapes on, stuff. And that's, of course, I have all my lights on. I guess I didn't turn off the lights. Yes, turn off the lights. All lights off, and oh, I didn't turn off the. So now is where we go over here to co-pilot side, and then we turn off the. Sure, that's off. That's the hydraulics. I guess you just multiple click. Yeah, you just multiple click. Ding, ding, ding. Off, off. Cabin lights off. We are on GPU is available. Yes, it is on. So it's on. That's good. Generators off. That's off. Probes off. We're not going anywhere. Batteries. Turn the batteries off because we are on that. Turn off the emergency lights. I don't need to look at that. And what else? What else? What else? We are on battery power. I guess that's it, I guess. Because we're on battery. Now, if I turn off that, everything should go dark. And it did. Okay, cool. Cool. Then we just step outside. Go right on out. Clean, clean, clean. Step on outside. And say, hello, I'm here in Oklahoma City. Again. So there you go. Well, thank you guys all for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Hope I didn't bore you guys out of your mind. And David Davis, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got to see what you wanted to see. I was hoping the zigzag pattern that I did was that you see as much as possible, even though we were going at 160 knots. Next time, if but the problem is if I went in a slower airplane, I will say, if I went in a slower airplane, then yes, you would have been, it took a lot longer in this video. Instead of being an hour and 5 minutes, it would be 3 hours. So, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, you guys take care and you have yourselves a great one. This is Dionsol. Happy flying and happy 4th of July. Take care. Bye-bye.